Guys, you are not gonna believe this. They finally released a Born ID.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
I wonder if he will have unique Born. Oh, another syncing ID. Okay, that's fine. I guess. I mean, we're in Born season, but yeah. Welcome to the channel, my name is Armando, and today I will tell you everything you need to know about Lobotomy EGO Lamp Gregor. Before we talk about his skills, we need to take a look at his passive. His first passive, Dazzling Lamp, gives Gregor Lamp at the start of every turn. Lamp is a new status effect that inflicts bind on yourself based on the amount of lamp you have. After reaching max stack, you will gain aggro and dazzle the enemy with the most HP. Dazzle is like the third panic type effect we have gotten in the last 2 months. And what it does is that it increases the damage enemies take based on how much sinking and burn they have. For human encounters, this effect causes bind and offense level down on both low morale and panic, while for abnormalities it will only decrease their offense level. Returning to Dazzling Lamp, this passive makes Gregor immune to any external ways of reducing or increasing his minimum or maximum speed, which is not a big deal because as a part of the same passive, our favorite Gregor guy can clash with anyone regardless of his speed. Speaking of speed, this unit cannot gain haste in any ways. Instead, if he was to gain haste, he receives 1 clash power up, but only once per turn. His second passive, Ego Gear Proficiency Manual, will grant him defense level up based on the amount of allies wearing Ego Gear. If any ally were to die, the Gregor will gain pierce damage up. His third passive grants lamp stacks based on your Gloom Resonance. If this passive is active and an enemy is dazzled, you heal SP. The turn after activating this passive, the earliest ally on deployment that doesn't already have the passive buff and is not Gregor will gain Guardians of the Forest. Before an ally with this buff makes an attack, the ally's plus coin powers will heal SP, while their minus coin powers will cause them to lose SP. The SP loss has a limit to avoid panic, and if the SP heals an ally over 45 SP, it will generate offense level up instead. Also, since the skill is called Guardians of the Forest, and the fact that it can affect several allies at once, it is kinda implied that we'll get another bird ID that can inflict the same effect, but that's just speculation. For his support passive, the earliest deployed ally with negative effects will gain aggro on his left mode skill and blunt power up. Good for our middle team, I guess. Now that the passives have been explained, let's move on to his skills. All of Gregor's attack skills share the same conditions to reach full potential. These conditions are clashing with an enemy that is way faster than you, having less than a certain amount of speed, or if the target of the skill that is being used is suffering from dazzle. His skills will also gain additional coin power up from the combination of burn and sinking on the enemy. First skill is a 2-coiner Wrath Pierce skill that gains coin power up if you meet any of the already mentioned conditionals. On use, this skill will inflict bind to yourself, which is good because you want to be very slow. The first coin of the skill inflicts burn potency and the second one inflicts sinking potency. The second skill is a Gloom Pierce skill with 4 coins. If at least one of the conditions is met, this skill will gain clash power up. Coins 1 and 2 will inflict sinking count and potency respectively, as well as dealing blunt damage because of their fraction ego. The third coin of the skill will inflict burn potency and the fourth one will inflict count. For his defense skill, Triple H has a Gloom Clashable Guard. On combat start, this skill will consume HP to generate lamp. The HP lost of the skill cannot kill Gregor. The turn after using this skill, other allies with the lowest speed will gain haste. The number of allies depends on the amount of bind you have on yourself. His last skill is a 3-coiner Pride Pierce skill. If the skill's conditions are met, this skill will gain coin power and deal more damage. On use, if the enemy is dazzled, these skin coins become unbreakable and gain extra clash power. The first coin inflicts count for both burn and sinking. The second coin is the same but inflicts potency instead. The third coin deals extra damage if the enemy is at low HP or is dazzled. If the target of the skill is dazzled, it will deal extra gloom damage equal to a percentage of this coin damage. If after using this skill, the target is either defeated or dazzled, you will gain plus coin power next turn. Now that the ID kit has been explained, a more important question comes. Where do I even use this ID? The answer is obviously not Burn. Burn Season Deniers win with this one. I don't think anyone will replace Firefist Gregor with an ID that is clearly made for sinking. In the sinking team, however, things are a bit more complicated because he's a direct competitor of Edgar Gregor, which is a core member of basically every sinking team. This ID is definitely con negative and it will most likely deal less sinking damage overall than Edgar Gregor. However, everything on its kit points towards it being an excellent clasher and a tank. Since he has a great number of coins on its skills, he might be a better option than Edgar for Solemn Lament. Not only that, with Solemn Lament, Jisang and Kodia are both Ego users. Lamp Gregor will gain defense level up and be even more tanky. Speaking of Kodia, Guardian of the Forest has a great synergy with negative speed units, such as Hair, Enclair, and even the potential man himself. Not to mention that his coin power buff is easier to activate than Edgar's, so the Sun Lament EGO is overall better on him. I personally will pull for this ID, not because I like playing singing teams or whatever, but because I think he's hot as fuck.